Hey everyone, I have some good news and some bad news. Bad news is I'm not going to be continuing my PVC suit of armour. Good news is I'm now planning on doing it in steel. You may remember when I first started doing my PVC suit of armour, I tested out a piece of it. I hit it with my cold steel guitar machete and I stabbed it, and nothing got through. Well, last week I tried it again. Completely different results this time around. Good thrust, shattered it into pieces and went right through. Hitting it hard again, shattered it, just completely destroyed it easily. So this leads me to believe that perhaps PVC must break down over time, and it may have been able to handle a few good hits when it was new, but given time it appears that it's no longer strong enough to be making armor out of. I was thinking it might be a good option for something like SCA or practice armor, but that blunt force is going to shatter it because it becomes so brittle. Now, I know this is a problem with PVC bows, but I figured that was because they were constantly flexing all of the time. Didn't realize that they would just break down. So, no more PVC armor. But I have been learning a lot about armor lately, and I'm looking forward to doing a really awesome suit in steel. And yes, I know, some of you are getting really bored with these medieval style projects, you know, swords, weapons, armor, that kind of thing, and well, yeah, I'm kind of really getting into armor and medieval combat type stuff. This is my first shield I've ever done, just as a bit of a practice. It's laminated, and yes, that boss is a bowl. There's two dog bowls on there, a bunch of lamination and glue and layers in between the two of them to reinforce them. It's not really not a real center boss for a shield, but I have ordered in a proper one. But I just wanted to, you know, make a training. I just want to make a training shield, and yeah, this is just gonna be fun to play around with. And I'm also doing up a proper shield as well. But yeah, sorry, I really do want to do more primitive and bushcraft and survival skill videos. I've got tons of stuff I want to do, like primitive arrows, primitive spears, woomeras, different types of primitive resins and glues, and making bows and all kinds of primitive weapons and tools. But I don't have a car at the moment. That's a completely different story, so it might be a bit of a while before we see too many of them at that end. It's quite a high fire danger around here, so I can't be lighting fires, so I may have to do something about that, because I'll need to be able to heat resins up for a lot of these primitive videos I've got planned. But, you know, all that's in the future. But just wanted to let you all know that please do not make armor out of PVC and hope it to be able to take massive impacts. It still looks good, and it's an awesome, fun project, and I learned a lot about making armor with that PVC armor, and saved what would have been a fortune if I'd done all of those prototypes in steel. But gonna have to do No. But I'm going to be doing armor and steel from now on, or at least that's the plan. Do have a few other ideas. Have been looking at some other plastic materials that I might be able to make armor out of, and looking at some really tough plastic that might be alright for a Lorica segmentata, Roman armor. But that's way up in the maybes. Alright everyone, sorry for boring you, if I'm boring you at the moment. Alright everyone, hope you all have a good one, and see you.